You can fit an elephant in a transport pod, you just need to group them up. I do not know what you mean by that. If I try to shove an elephant in here, that's just a straight up no. Too heavy. Oh, you probably mean ground them up into meat and leather. I believe that. No, Thrumbo Baby isn't here yet. Lona and Livash, another bond for Lona. This is good for Lona's happiness. Being together with bonded animals. There we go, plus 10 already. Can't let them die though. Wait, wasn't Livash a liability for us? Yeah, well, not really. Not really. They'll be okay. Oh my god, they're running all the way here to get some simple meals to feed to our prisoners. That's a waste of everyone's time. I hope they're not running over here as well. Well, not prisoners, I guess they are our friends here, but could we not do that, please? Pretty sure prison food isn't meant to include simple meals. There we go, and yet you did. Who were you feeding that to then? Ah, Lafleur's on simple when they should be on prison food. Everybody who comes here gets prison food. That's it. I hope I didn't see shattered spine there. Okay, thank god, just nose shattered. Shattered spine are people that you just cannot get rid of, and that is horrible. You need people to come and pick them up and take them away for you. Okay, finally planting that rice that might save us as we wait a very long time for these corn plants to come to fruition. I've still got a lot of stuff just hanging around here that really shouldn't be. A lot of hauling needs to be done, and Nick should be the one doing that. Anima tree still just going to be destroyed in the crossfire again. Shame we can't just do away with it. Glad you're happy to clean there, Nix. But there's always hauling to be done. I wanted this stuff hauled ages ago. The value of this park has probably gone way down now. It's lost 15% of its value. I could get a lot of Alliance stuff out of making all these human leather things. If the launch platforms touch each other, launchers can be used as a group to load a lot more. Really? All pod launchers connected to the select oh, right, the pod launchers have to be connected. Too bad, I like this kind of sandwich position I can have on them. Alright, when we can, we're just gonna toss Mysterious BR out of here. We are struggling on the food front. I could kill an animal for its meat and eat that instead. Just find something that could be shot to death for its meat, like these dromedaries. Just to desperately get ourselves a bit of extra food right now. Which would mean I'd need to zone a little dumping ground right here for fresh animal corpses. As long as they're not insects, we should be alright. It's a shame I missed the opportunity to butcher that bison then. This is a waylaid loss from the harvest of the long... Yeah, it is, but we'll come out of it alright. There we go, that dromedary is a walking corpse now. Its eye got shot out, its kidney destroyed. And there we go. Thank you, health. I'll have to put butchering animals on the unsuspended list. And that'll get us some desperately needed meat. I'd be surprised if our animals are not starving right now. Oh, they're doing okay. John reducing Hacker Man's resistance. Hacker Man isn't too bad, but he's not exactly colony material here. Plants is nice. I always like people that can deal with plants. Construction is nice too. I guess animals is as well, but I really need intellectuals who can think. And I guess Hacker Man's just not up for that task. Still, the astrometry goes down, and I should be able to get some extra meat. There we go, and that meat can actually be shoved into these hoppers. I can actually just say, what was it called again? A drometry. Drometry meat can go into a few of these just to keep ourselves alive. And John will probably get right on that. Right on that. For the greater good, you see. Yeah, I do have a huge deficit of labour. It's one of the difficulties of keeping so few people around. I could always call in some labour gangs, but I'd rather not. Hey, Cop's leaving here. You'll be just fine, Cop, and you're going to improve my relationship with the Concord, so I can call them in for some more traders. Get all these marble chunks, don't I? Honestly, part of my problem here is that you don't take... Oh, you do take marble chunks. And I should be chopping up marble chunks. And I do have space for marble blocks and things. Maybe not a lot, but some. Too smart is almost a point in passion for what it's worth in terms of learning speed, though. I might as well do research. I don't know, I think it's multiplicative. Nice, look at the psychic stuff going already. I might want penicillin, but I'm also a little bit tempted to be able to make very good guns. Gunsmithing into blowback into... Wait, what allows me to make sniper rifles? Precision rifling, ooh, that's a ways away. Hydroponics are always tempting, but I think air conditioning is also tempting so that I can start freezing stuff. I could end up with a bunch of frozen meat and things. In fact, I could wall off this quite easily. A wall here, just a door here, and ice this to keep all this good for a while. To address Hacker Man and his learning speed, though. Intellectual, well, learns at 35%, which I think is multiplied by 175%, so it's still lower than 70% learning speed. So still worse than someone with a passion. That said, plants he will learn at lightning speed. And you know, another person to deal with the plants, given the amount that I'm relying on this, wouldn't be too shabby. And aside from a bite to his head, which is actually a very bad scar to have, I think he's okay. Still, he has to fight for the right. Simply attacking our colony is not enough of that. Oh god, we are out of food now. Wait, I thought John was going to haul that meat over to this. Where's the meat at, John? Ah, you put it here because this is more important for meat, isn't it? Yeah, it's important as opposed to... Well, that's also important. I'll have to bring this one down a bit in terms of importance then. There we go, Concord is feeling a bit better about us now. So it's a high time that I called them for a delivery. And you haul that meat while we're at it, so we have something for breakfast. Trade caravan, bulk goods is a bit tempting, so I can get some food coming in just in case we end up in a bit of a tricky situation there, so we'll go with bulk. But at least until then, there we go. A little bit of food to tide us over. We did capture the mysterious BR, and we have now released the mysterious BR. They are free to be a mystery wherever they might go. They are gone from the map, right? Yeah. Keep in mind, Jake, you will eventually be moving base. Might be worth considering the long game for new recruits. Nah, we'll deal with whatever we're dealt then. I'm gonna have to cull the elephant population a bit. This is great for fighting, but we just don't have the labor to sustain all of these. Wake up, go. I'm getting my pen of Sicilene, what's it? Yeah, Zilla still dealing with the gut worms, still dealing with the gut worms, so eat up and get studying. John, wakey wakey, eggs and bay, oh no, wakey wakey ritual, or meditation time. Can't wait for these people to leave, they're eating my food. Okay, the males will be unhappy, but the only person really at risk of that is Muzilla. They'll be fine. Although health, holy moly, minus 54 from that. Good thing we killed some people and keep them happily nude. Otherwise that would be bad news for us. Those poor elephants. I could let them out for a bit just to eat all this food. Because otherwise they're just going to nosh down on all of the hay that I cut down. I am confident that this is enough hay to keep them all dealt with, but perhaps more wouldn't be a bad idea. A new growing zone. Hold on, I can do growing zone by terrain right here. And then I can shrink the zone down not to be so invasive over there. And yet expand it like so. And then say here, we're going to need yet more hay. When the hay starts coming in, it's really going to be coming in. But we're still oh, we're almost there actually. That's good. There's just so much for us to do, and so little labor with which to do it. There we go. Nice to see this marble actually being chopped up for marble. Dry thunderstorm is not good news, but anything that strikes out here is not going to be a problem. Fire doesn't spread very well in an arid environment. Hey, they brought in some food, and I wouldn't mind most of what you have there. Yeah, I was crafting all that stuff up instead of thinking, but that's alright. Boomer does plenty of thinking for the whole colony. John, you're the man that talks. Go and trade with our friends whilst all this stuff gets cut up. And Lona brings it back for the elephants to immediately eat. Now, I'm kind of drowning in components here. I shouldn't need more of them. If anything, I should be selling them my smokes. And my yayo. Not my go juice, that stuff can come in handy. They want to sell me their L-Tex robe, I don't think so. Oh, so it's worth $10,000. 10,000. I'll have to use that for selling, probably to the exotic traders to get everything I can out of it. Shame we don't have inspired trading, we would milk so much out of that. I'd also like it if they had some gold for me, but they do not. Tell you what though, I'll take their medicine, and then we have a fair deal. I do like medicine. Bouchard's many enemies. A 50-year-old is coming to join us. Well, no way. Not a chance. I'm not taking unknown people coming in here, especially with their wrong beliefs. Minor brakelet. Ooh, John. John's not happy with that drone, is he? Or being rebuffed by Voomer a couple of times. Really getting on his nerves. And insulted. I can only assume by Voomer as well. You people need to learn to get along here. This lack of food is starting to get real concerning, though. I might need to track that other animal down and kill them for their meat, that dromedary. Decent meat on one of those. Oh, okay, that's pretty bad. Lona, get on the case, please. You two nicks. Dry thunderstorms are deadly. There we go. And there's our trader. Good. And they can just go through that fire as well, please. Trade with them when they come close. They're unlikely to have good meals for us, but we'll survive on that account. Quest expires in 2 hours. Those many enemies. Those many enemies are very much not my problem. Bye-bye visitors. Now John would make himself happier if he started killing these people, but John himself would doubtlessly die. Okay, I need to thin out my elephant population a wee bit. The bonded ones I can't really get rid of, but actually I should consider who's the most brain dead to get rid of, or who are the most injured ones. Couldn't I bring up medical tab for my animals? Oh yeah, it doesn't expand well, does it? Not the thrombos, I've got to keep those, but although this Livash is bonded, I can't sell you away. Linus is barely injured. Actually, I'm not so sure we have many elephants with particularly bad injuries. We should definitely get rid of Rakuso. Rakuso's a hell of a liability. The rest of them, though, oh yeah, fan of gaming as well. The Patriarch should be sent off to go and be a Patriarch elsewhere. So Fan of Gaming and Rakuso are sent off to seed elsewhere, that's all the better. Rakuso, Fan of Gaming, Dodunk, oh that's low. Maybe they're aware that these things have problems as well, but they still eat every bit as much, so they should still be out of here. And I have a lot of regular elephants. Wait, elephant 4? Where are my regular? Ah, here we go. Like all of these calves that I could happily be getting rid of. Too many wee elephants around here roaming the plains. Killer DJ, that's indeed a chatter. I haven't checked who these traders are yet, but I will. I keep survival meals, they're not too shabby. Glitter World Medicine can be really nice to have, but it's very expensive, so I'm not convinced it's worth our time. Psycho Soothe Pulsers can be useful, but I gotta consider... Oh, are they gonna buy my armor? Oof, now there's a question. Who actually buys this golden armor? These guys don't want it. I'll see if the bulk traders are interested. Maybe the arms traders would be interested. I'm certainly selling them too much to not take something in. Ah, they've got gold. I do actually want gold. That stuff can be very handy. I've got a spare horn? A spare thrombo horn? I should certainly be selling that. It's just sitting around not doing anything otherwise. Archotech arm is absurdly expensive, and I will take it. Neurocalculator helps with research speed. I know a certain lady who's going to want that. And a bionic ear, I know another lady who's going to want that. So, good thing I have all these kidneys and things to sell to make up for that. These prosthetic arms and legs are probably not going to be too useful for me, but I'll keep it just in case we really lose out. Hand Talon might sound really cool, and I guess it is. But I should... Oh, wow, I've already sold off more than I can make use for. Skip Shield. What's Skip Shield? You need level 6 to use it. That's expensive stuff. Ooh, it puts out a big shield around us. That is so good. Neuroquake is something that people apparently like, but that's another high level one. That would be a good just in casey, wouldn't it? Well, John's gonna learn all of this stuff. He's our guy. Means I need to sell more. Package survival meals are really best just for selling. Skip shield is the worst version of low shield, yeah, but you can use it wherever, whenever, instead of having to deploy a one-time burnout. I'm not sure I'll ever really use a psychic harmonizer, so maybe I should just sell it whilst I can. Hopefully I didn't pay for this thing back in the day. Vertigo Pulse is a nice crowd stopper. I don't think it stops them so much though, does it? Causes loss of balance, flesh creatures become nauseous. Could certainly be used though, it's nice to have a lot of utility on John. You are right though, it can be used against groups, and groups are our big problem. Alright, that's a lot of trading to be done, and it shall be done. Ka-ching! Big relation bonus for having traded. Now get hauling all this stuff while you're at it as well, John. It was good to empty out the amount of body parts that we had hanging around, if nothing else. How many elephants are you selling? Oh, most of them. There we go. Got rid of all the juvenile ones, and now our animal list is looking a lot better. Still a lot more elephants going to be popped out though, but the newborns can be shoved outside. This is us. This is us on our own elephants. Wait, I still have like elephant 1, 5, 6, and 7, and I didn't sell those. John? Unloading inventory. Oh, jeez. Please beat that out. John's still very unhappy about that big drone. Boy, is it a big drone. You know, John would be happier if he could go and execute Hacker Man, I know that much. I need to sell off those other elephants. I wasn't aware that they were still around like that. Thrombo breeding? Yes. The first miscarriage did not stop them going for another. Neither did that permanent brain injury. I just hope a little girl pops out. Gotta think long term when it's thrombos. They're so good at tanking and so good at fighting, it's unreal. Well, maybe not so good at fighting, but anything they do hit, they hit hard. Alright, so I have elephants. There we go, elephant 5. Ah, right, 4 unnamed elephants are things that I can trade away from, to you, which is good. I think I'll just do that and accept straight away. And then haul that silver back. Now, there's something very horrible you can do to traders. You can buy up all their stuff and give them just a big stack of gold or silver, and it'll go onto one animal. Then you disable that animal somehow and get all of your stuff back. Very useful with Imperial traders, because you can give them a fat stack of gold to get a lot of honor, zap their animal, and then you'll be doing just fine. Nothing to worry about. Very exploity. And the more gold you have to begin with, the better. Right, so within this, worker is definitely somebody that's joined in here. Cabal worker in the door. I don't think Erika is. There we go, Mitriact is joined in. Fast walking, neurotic, good at melee. What does it take to get so... I was yelling at people for being too intellectual, now I can't find the intellectuals. Killer D-Gay here has a passion for intellect and certainly loves their animals. And I think that's it for them. Nice to have them join in and be friendly. Too many chatters coming in just trying to raid me to death. Ryukyu Boat Salesman number 2. Well, the difference is there are diplomatic repercussions to shocking their animals. It's best if you do it with a mental ability. But we don't have those mental abilities. John will have some more soon, though. I'm going to make him take all this stuff. He doesn't know wall raise yet, but he will. I lose out so much if John dies. It'd be nice to have a Resurrector mech serum available for if and when John pops his clogs. health is happily up and on the go. Okay, Joseph is getting out of here. Wasn't too worried about Joseph, and he'll give us a bit more Concord relations. Oh, right, we are flat out of food. Where is that dromedary that you're meant to be killing, Elf? Don't tell me you gave up killing it. I need that food. This is what I don't like with the way that they hunt. They don't anticipate that it keeps going, and they will fight at the maximum range that they can. Which makes sense. They don't want the animal to counterattack, but it means when it's moving, there's a lot of wasted time in the attack. So this tiny bit of food that John will hopefully cook up for us will be needed to feed us. John the Butcher on the case, choppy, 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 and haul that dromedary meat. And Meowzilla might be starving. Oh, that's just gutworms, though. And the Psychic Drone's over. How nice. Psychic Drone's... yeah, there's something else. Oh, that reminds me. Maybe I could do this. Just to show a little trick here. There we go. I've turned all that food into nutrient paste meal, but look, it doesn't last long. 18 hours and then nutrient paste goes off. That's not ideal. But it is a way to make a lot of it. It's, well, a lot. You can only make one pile of it. But nutrient paste is so good at nutrition. 0.9 nutrition for only 6 ingredients. Thematically, it's just squeezing every bit of nutrition out of anything, more so than your own stomachs can do. Maybe that makes sense, maybe it doesn't. I'm not a doctor. Yeah, if I had the ability to freeze, I could put them in a freezer, but I'm not even sure I want a freezer right now. What good would it do me? Corn lasts plenty long enough. I just need a lot more corn. I should actually really consider making myself another cornfield right here, because I'm obviously having trouble with my food. Actually, I don't even know why my corn situation ended as badly as it did. But I rely a lot on what comes out of the ground, so let's do it. This one's meant to be Devil Strand. That'll take a long time to sow, though. I may be more interested in the things that sustain us first. But I got a lot of people that know how to sow. No, let's not do this one yet. Bad idea. Too greedy. Too greedy for now. Rebellion against the Empire is a tantalizing idea. The thing is, we've already done it. In the previous campaign, the whole point of it was to go and destroy the Empire and make a hat out of their leader. And we did it, and that was good, but there are other things to do in this game. I'm gonna need more haylofts. There we go, Hackerman fully healed, and hopefully not going to be breaking out of here anytime soon. That's not a long interval, though. Ah, the more doors on a prison, the more they're keen on breaking out. Well then, you've just earned the loss of door. I had no idea about that. It's crazy. Food situation still very grim. That rice isn't going anywhere fast enough. Confused wandering on a hare? What? Oh, this hare must have been around during the fallout and ended up with dementia, courtesy of high levels of venomous stuff in their system. Not venomous, but the other thing. Trying to think of others that could donate some food to the cause. The rhinos would, but the wall situation is fine. We have restored the wall, and we have closed the doors that were left open before. And we are really getting our way through this. Yeah, it's nice. I might get air conditioning just so that I can have the ability to air condition if something goes really bad. Let's say all my wood catches fire and I suddenly need to cool badly. I will want that. John. He rests up, unsurprisingly. But I've got a decent amount of hay now, that's okay. You lost your door privileges. Such a great statement. Well, hopefully we can remove Hackerman's wall privileges. They seem pretty in state right now. Alright, here's that bulk trader. Whether or not they'll buy this golden armor remains to be seen. They're selling me a psychic shock lance. Wait, are these really bulk traders? Well, apparently. Well, hopefully they have bulk lances for me. I like lances. I want that psychic shock lance. Steel clothing rack. I'll probably want those potatoes. And that Nutramain. Maybe not the meat so much. Tattoos, I think, keep for a while. Once you've done that, John, you know what to do. Of these people, are any of them our people? I don't think so. Culling, Lumpy, Tristan, Yeti. No, I think these are all Concord of Onbuta's tried and true. Oh, bye, Lafleur. Check, she's only 18 and... Oh, she's got a shield thing! Damn. Ah, another person I should have stripped. Also, I was tempted to take Lee's bionic arm, but that would mean tying her up and making the rest of the faction very unhappy. Okay, there we go. Hackerman's door privileges have been revoked. Will you buy my armor? You will buy my armor. Okay, all of your stuff is forfeit if I can take it. But I might not be able to take it. I want your tates. I want your chem fuel, funnily enough. I want all your Nutramain. I would quite like all of your steel. Not enough to justify selling off my golden plate armor, I'm afraid. There's a lot of dosh, but they don't have enough silver to pay for it. So I need to trade it to somebody who is selling me a lot of stuff that I really can make use out of. Oh, then again, there's that Psychic Insanity Shock Lance. I got flax stuff that I could always give away, but then I want that flax stuff for myself, don't I? If the going gets really bad. Get rid of some of this stuff. I like that bowler hat. Get rid of this parka t-shirt. Keep the nice duster. A lot of this stuff I think I can just go do and get rid of. I'll keep the beers, useful for if other people end up going on benders. I guess I don't need all that steel. We can pass. Steel's a tricky one. When you want a ton of it. Yeah, they only have 902 silver, so I can't reasonably sell them my stuff. I'd like to get rid of all this leather that's just taking up space right now. The useless ones that don't really make anything good. Plain camel hide can be good because it's good for insulating against the heat. Elephant leather's not good. Bear fur is good, but I have too much of it. They would take a bunch of my human leather. Human leather's nae too shabby. But think of all the stuff I could make out of that, and I am thinking about it. I don't like buffalo wool, that stuff's gotta go. Keeping that go juice though, go juice can be very handy indeed. I'm taking all their Nutramain, of course. I have a plan for that. 369 tatties will see us through this dark part of our food situation. And I just need to sell a little bit more. Well, actually, I could sell less and still be okay. Just a question of how much human leather I'm willing to get rid of. I forget who, if anybody, buys... Oh wait, no, I can check to see if they buy bedrolls. They do buy bedrolls. Bedrolls are a better thing to sell than human leather. I can do this and give them my silver. And then I can take that silver back by the power of bedrolls. I just need to go and do something. Furniture, double bedroll, human leather. Make it so. Or so it make. I don't think there's any light in here. John could sort that out for us, but Meowzilla will get right on that. And John, if you could kindly haul all this stuff, please. And then when you're back, I want your light over here. We've already made a masterwork human leather bedroll, which is nice. Now, sadly, I need you conscripted so that you can do a solar pinhole. There we go. And then go and unload your stuff and just drop some of these right here. And Meowzilla should be getting to the building here. Isn't it better to get rid of your fortune, reduce overall wealth and raid size? Yes, normally, but I don't mind having some big exciting attacks, and more than anything, I need to fulfill this Arco Nexus ending, where I need 350,000 wealth, and this is only the first part of it. Sadly, my current wealth is only 172,000, but we've built that up in over 150 or so days, so we're doing a good rate here. I need these uninstalled actually, so that they can actually be sold. But Meowzilla is fast on the case. Meowzilla, there is no time for eating. You build, and you build now. Right, just these ones alone should be enough. Like, he's making very good ones. He's good at what he does, and the value of these things is sky high. So John, I know you love ruling over everybody, but if you could kindly send away these bedrolls. Meowzilla's construction skill is 13, which isn't amazing, but he's our engineer of destruction, which gives +1 quality to everything he makes. Frankly, I think it's a bit broken. It means you can make legendary stuff without having an inspiration, and that is big. That is very big. So now I can sell these people bedrolls. I'm going to get rid of... Oh, my single ones are actually already excellent. That's good. If I get rid of these, I'll get all of my silver back. Well, most of my silver back. Guess I was hoping I had a few more to hand. You couldn't undo these for me, could you? Needs to be uninstalled as well. John, hold off a second. Wait for those to be uninstalled. And then we'll have all of our silver back. Oh yeah, the master works where the money is. That's more than is worth, but I'll take the money anyway. There we go. I could even give him a gift to bring it even further up, but for now that will do. Just hold the silver while you can, please. They cost like 85 leather each, and some went for 100. Is that even much better? The ones that were worth 100 only cost 40, because it was the smaller ones. I should still certainly make some new smaller ones, because I think did I do away with some of my excellent one? No, I think I did away with them in general. I want some of these just on hand for when we have to go out caravanning, and there will be more of that needed. There we go, Fallen Imperium nice and happy with us. Despite calling them in to fight and die for us, alliances are strong because I take good care of them. Jake, I think you just bought the bedroll. I did? Oh, I don't like that. Although that would make sense, wouldn't it? Sounds like something I'd accidentally do. Let's make sure they don't run away with all my money. Yeah, there we go. I accidentally bought an excellent bedroll. Whoops. Oh well. Can't worry about these sorts of things. John is on the case. Not a complete waste though, because we get relation bonus from trading with them. There's a bedroll situation. Here we go. Right, they have 1200 gold that I want. So. There we go, just give me all of that. That explains I should have gotten this prompt otherwise. And that bedroll is still there. Oh, as is this. John, are you equipped with a... You're not equipped with something. Equip that Psychic Shock Lance. I always want people to have lances on them because they are the ultimate get-out-of-jail-free card. I've just been flooded with Masterwork bedrolls, which does inflate wealth. I've been on the hunt for a way to make wealth that's incredibly dense, and the best I think I've found is penicillin. On that note, I'm actually going to need to set up a drugs production thing. It is under here, right? Drug Lab. Drug Lab is also going to need a home for druggy things, but I can shove those over here, no problem. Or I could even shove you over here. That works as well. Yeah, get the Drug Lab over there. Build ourselves another nice seat for you. Like a human leather armchair. Heavens knows I've got all this leather sitting around. Can hampers hold drugs? Raw, plant matter, psychoid leaves, they can. Excellent. And I want some cloth hampers here. How would I have them set up? Probably like so. There we go. There we go. A nice use for all this human leather that was so graciously donated to me by the tribals. Do your pawns shave the humans before they're skinned? Human leather in itself is disturbing enough, but imagine having a back hair cover or the underside of a human leather bedroll, or a scalp covering your head when you're all bundled up against the cold. I'm sure it's quite hideous to some people, and as a leather it's pretty awful. But there's a certain exoticness to it. Exotic? There's got to be an adjective for exotic. Oh, it is exotic. There's a certain... Well, there's an element of exotic to it. I'll go with that. Would that passive cooler be accessible to you after you install the Drug Lab? I don't see the need for cooling anything at the moment. By the way, these should also be set to accept potatoes. We're in a desperate situation here, I'm afraid. And that desperation calls for potatoes. Yes, I do wish there was a faster way to do this for multiple hoppers. Where are those tatties at right now? Oh, they're all in there. Cool. Someone will go and fill it up, and then we'll have stuff to eat. John, you know what to do. Go and haul those tatties. There we go. Food for everybody. Mushed up potatoes. Spiking that wealth up as best I can. So I want to uninstall all of these, uninstall all of these. Wouldn't be a bad idea to call in some other traders while we're at it. I already took both of these. I wouldn't mind Kangla's best shamans and the Fallen Empire's best regulars. Trade caravan, shaman merchant, and trade caravan imperial trader. Not very expensive to do that, definitely worthwhile. Oh, we haven't had a blaze of glory. I'll need to set up a thingamajigger for that. Set ourselves up the sacrificial flag. Now I have come to learn that this fire neither heats nor does it spread. I'd be surprised if it gave out light given that as well. Okay, plenty of hay for our elephants to enjoy right now. This is fine. We'll which means I can zone the animal area to include pretty much all this. Meowzilla, stop starving, go and eat. These gut worms are god-awful. Parasitic worms in the gut, they cause vomiting. They consume the victim's food, increasing hunger. That's a real thing. Surely it's a real thing. Sounds too real. But it sounds awful. Fear pods. God's chief of the Toy Treaty is making a request. A mechanical swarm has been attacking. He wants you to signal them and have a mechanoid cluster land at the elephant graveyard. I don't know what an EMI dynamo is. Oh, I bet that shuts down all electrical devices. Proximity. Oh, but there are 6 unstable power cells. That is so damn good. Archotech arm is also so damn good. Manhunter pulse is amazing, but I think that's a level 6 thing. It is. A permanent solar flare here, though, is just beyond terrible. Capsules. So they're going to summon... This is way too dangerous to take. We'd get slaughtered by these. And that EMI dynamo is way too much for us to cope with. Even if I called in allies to deal with it, which, trust me, I would, I don't think it's the best deal for us. Still, though, we'll give it a few days and see how we feel. There's still a lot of hauling and cleaning, and John needs to start absorbing all of these abilities. I want you to learn wall raise, please. Where are the other ones? Learn vertigo pulse. What else did we get in here? I'm sure there were others. Here we go. Learn skip shield. Don't learn mining. Learn neuro quake. And Lona, you really should have learned mining by now, so please do that. Get you up to level 10 mining, hopefully. It's not golden cataphract armor, it's just golden plate armor, which I hope to find a seller for eventually. Well, a buyer. We are the ones willing to sell. There we go, John's got himself a whole lot of abilities. I wonder if as a human... No, you don't gain value just for learning abilities. But there we go, he's learned a fair bit. He just needs to up his level of psycasting, which is sadly only level 4 right now. I'm come to think of it, what's stopping him from getting an upgrade? He's Praetor 5. So I think he needs to get a bit more to become Baron, and that should let him another level. I don't think you can smelt armor, but I'm not sure about that. Smelt apparel? Yeah, maybe I could smelt it down. Does anybody know how much gold I'd get out of it, though? That's the killer question. Because it needs... Yeah, I'm hoping to get more than $10,000 worth of gold out of it. 425, so that's $4,250 worth of gold, much less than the golden plate armor is worth. So it's better that I sell it to somebody that I buy more than that's worth away from them. I wasn't paying attention. I was briefly worried when I heard you mention me becoming Baron, said John. There are many, many meanings to Baron, and that's probably the worst. Okay, Lona actually jumped up to level 12 mining, so she's become very good at it. The trouble is, her time is not currently best spent on mining. We need a lot of plant growing and plant cutting being done. It's not currently being done. Health. God, I wish Health had a field army to do this a whole lot faster. I'd also like to have this kind of growing stuff staggered a bit more, but... This is where calling down labourers would be useful, I imagine, but no. Or having somebody else good at plants. Hacker man. Skills over 10. Health has shooting, plants, and medical. John has cooking, plants, and artiste. Boomer has crafting, medical, and intellect. Lona has construction, mining, and animals. The only one not to have 3 here. Nyx has construction and medical. Meowzilla has construction and intellect, but he's a late bloomer, so I can't hold that against him. Surely. Smoothie walls, Jake, adds to your wealth for just time. Yeah, but just time is hardly something we can use to compare. Time is incredibly important for me. Because my labor is very, very lacking. Especially now that I want to start making drugs. Oh yeah, Jinx, I didn't actually start somewhere to start producing psychoid, did I? Maybe I should produce psychoid here, because I'm going to have plenty of corn coming in there. Or even... Oh well, tell you, one thing I want to do before all of that is make some medicine. Turn all this herbal crap into real meds. Which may necessitate another hopper, actually. Even another hopper right here. Just have the drugs all very quickly to hand would be useful for you. You can handle Nutrimane, right? Is it new? What is it? Is it a medicine? Is it a drug? Am I spelling it wrong, or is it not available to be stored inside a hamper? N-E-U-T. N-E-U-T. Okay, we can't hold Nutrimane inside these. That's a bit of a shame. And get rid of that then. And make a... Come on now, storage, tall shelves, wooden ones are fine, I guess. We have a lot of wood ever since we raided that wood place. It's a little awkward, but I guess I could just put it there. Very busy little drug lab there, but there you go. Are you going to move that charged battery away from those two mech power things you acquired? That was the plan, but I actually haven't found this to be a big problem. Then again, a little zit here would be terrible, but... doesn't seem to be a problem, so I'm not bothering with it. We've got a massive amount of excess power, and I've not even made use of this other steam geyser. Describes a medicine cabinet. They hold Nutrimane and medicine well. A medicine cabinet. Medicine cabinet. Incredible thinking there. Where's my medical cabinets? Wooden shelf, food, meat, medical cabinet right at the end. Steel is just flammable as well, but could put you there nonetheless. I want you to have easy access to all this stuff. Honestly, I put you in an awkward situation with that comms thing right there, but hey ho. Don't. Would have been better for you to be adjacent, wouldn't it? Oh well. I'll just put you over there so all of our Nutrimane is close enough by for you. And there we go. Look at Meowzilla go. That man can work like nobody else when it comes to construction. And he makes us an excellent human leather armchair, which is worth good money, but it took so long compared to making a human leather bedroll. And it's so much heavier that the density and the time just doesn't make it as valuable to me as making those bedrolls. Speaking of valuable to me, Boomer, you are so good at intellect. I am very proud of you. So proud that I am actually going to give you that neuro calculator you've always wanted, and I am going to give you good medicine for it, but not the best medicine. The hospital's nice and clean, you'll be fine. Go and rest up for it. Surely we have a good bed for you here. One of these has to be good. There you go. Wait, don't we have an excellent bed for you? Sorry, we don't really deal in excellence around here. Next, you and your jittery little hands go and operate on Voomer. And I want to make medicine forever. Which means this is no longer a place for herbal medicine. And this is a place for herbal medicine. And it is a critical place for herbal medicine as well as Nutrimane. That should be good. Crawls under the covers to await brain goodering. It's going to make you 20% better at what you do. And I assume that's multiplicative with how you're already very good at it. The entire hospital is clean, it's a good bed, and you've got an incredibly good surgeon here. A region-leading master of brain surgery. Let's just try to ignore your track record with the stuff, though. Actually, didn't I want to put the herbal medicine in here? It's easy for you to get to, but nah, won't bother with that. What I want are psychoid leaves in these. They don't normally take anything, do they? No. Alright, good. Important place for psychoid leaves. Don't know what I'm going to put in the other ones yet, though, given that this is going to have the Nutramain in it. Awkward, though. I should have had it closer. I don't like people running back and forth. Ah, cloth, of course. I need cloth to be nearby. But I can't put cloth in a cloth hamper. I can put it in a proper bit of shelving, though. Architect. Wooden tall shelves. Don't like the fact they're wooden, but there you go. If this surgery goes well, I'll move your IQ 1 decimal place to the right, and if it goes wrong, it'll move it to the other way. Well, it went absolutely fine. You now have a learning assistant and a neurocalculator. And on top of that, you are... body modder, quite pleased. 2 artificial parts are better than 1. I wish I had more. Also, one of our animals gave birth there. Elephant calves stay in the outdoor elephant place, and we don't bother with maintenance training. Good. I can't wait to clear all this so I can make steps towards making this a real barn, but that means I need places for all the things that end up just lumped here. What I actually need is a backup dumping ground. Oh, well, this is kind of my backup dumping ground, isn't it? The trouble is that it's all outside like this. Also, all these tables and things, they gotta go. I only brought them so that I could deconstruct them for free steel. And why am I taking bio-coated weapons here? Do not allow bio-coated in this area, please. And just in case you get any ideas, none there either. We will never be using bio-coated. They're just a waste of space, sadly. Learning refers to how fast one gains experience. Correct. It doesn't impact your ability to research. However, it does impact your ability to learn how to research. So very important in maintaining this very swiftly degrading amount of intellectual power. Look at it just degrade like that, like crazy. Still, we can get some numbers on this. Numbers, colonists, Voomer, research speed. Well, that's not good at all, but it's probably because you are literally unconscious. If you were conscious, you'd be head and shoulders above the rest. There we go. She's on the go. She is still a little woozy, so I don't expect her to be amazing at it right now. But despite being woozy, I think you'll find she's still the best researcher we have. Can't wait to see that percentage once the anesthetic wears off entirely. I've never been put under before in my life, so I have no idea what that's like. But you seem to have gotten plenty of sleep from going under there, so you can get straight to work. Better than the rest of the colony combined whilst unconscious. Yeah, I'm glad Boomer is set into a role. I didn't actually expect her to be the one that is powerful at thinking, but she was kind of a result of our necessity here. Wake Up and Go Juice, neither of which appealed to me. Cocoa trees, I don't see the appeal. They take a long time to make, to be fair, so I could plant them and forget about them and then have chocolate later on. But our people don't really need or desire chocolate that much, do they? It might be good to have hydroponics just in case it comes down to that. Oh, it points to harpsichord. We will need one. You're the one researching. Next, this place is a tip. Oh, well, there you go then. Right, this is going to be a critical place for all of that cloth of mine, so we'll keep that over here. This might be critical for Nutramain and the other druggy drugs, but they don't seem to be being taken over here. I want medicine done forever. The thing is, who does medicine? Also, what does medicine come under? Is it crafting? Synthesizing drugs counts as crafting. John might actually end up making it. But John's busy out there. Go and all that herbal medicine. I want to have some real medicine to use here, please. There we go. Nutrimane and herbal medicine right here. Also, you're only allowed to use a very small radius for getting those goods. I do not want you clambering all over the place for it. Oh, a little more than that. That should be fine. Who's gonna do it though? I believe it's a combination of crafting and intellectual to make it, which actually makes Boomer the best for doing it. So maybe Boomer should be on crafting before researching, so that she can deal with all that and then get back to her job there. And just in case anybody else gets any bright ideas, I should say that Boomer does it. Seems a waste of her thinking ability, but she's probably so much better at it than anybody else. There's probably a stat for it. What would it be, drug synthesis? Well, she's certainly a lot better than anybody else, but I don't know if that counts as making medicine. Medical surgery, medical 10, medical operation. It'd be nice to just see what skill this ultimately pays attention to. But, I'm just assuming it's drug synthesis. That makes too much sense not to be it. Meowzilla seems pretty good for himself. Yeah, but Meowzilla is big on crafting and, well, not that kind of crafting. Crafting and constructing, and he's so good at it. James, look at all these bedrolls we got. What a guy. Although he's currently wasting those skills by smelting slag. I might turn on the telly, actually. We've been gone a long time without television, and some people like some good recreation available. There we go. Brandy sent quite a bit our way. He's given me the past 20-30 minutes pretty freebie though, which has been nice. It's a shame this back and forth. I wish you could tell them to make them large batches of medicine, but it's just a one-off thing. I should have put all these much closer, because now Boomer's going to do a lot of back and forthing until all this herbal medicine is gone. I regret I have, because it's kind of doubling the time this takes, but if this weren't here, I just have something here and something here containing all that we need. One med cab here and one bit of cloth there. But I didn't. Too bad. There is still a way to deal with this, which is a little dumpier, but if I make this important and I actually just zone a stockpile zone, one here and one here. Can I make another stockpile zone, by the way? One there that doesn't connect to the others. One here and one here. Now I want to make another zone, which is... Okay, that's good. This one is going to be a critical place for cloth. Oh, right, I need to clear everything. Cloth only. This is going to be critical for just herbal medicine, and this one is going to be critical for Nutrimane, and I need to make these not critical. That's only important, that's only unimportant, and then I tell Nix to haul that stuff. Where's he taking that Nutrimane? He's probably taking the medicine over here. But there we go. Now that stuff is right next to there. I just need that cloth taken over as well. If Nix would be so kind. If anyone would be so kind. Did I not tell this thing to take the cloth? Should be critical on cloth. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. There we go. And now it's just so much faster making all that medicine. Cutting out all the running around time, that's good. Click on who does it in the task itself. You'll see who is being recommended for what skill. It says intellectual, but there's more than just intellectual at work here, I'm certain of that. Falls under drug synthesis, but its actual speed is governed by intellectual. Well, Boomer's doing a good job of it, and now we are finally replacing all of our herbal dock leaves with actual medicine. It'll take a bit of time to turn these all these herbal medicines over, but we will. And now there's no longer a best before date on my medicine, which is also great. There's a lot of great stuff here. I'm actually starting to think maybe I have too much hay with all this, but I'll reserve judgment. Are we like not sowing or something? I feel like plant cutting should be whatever. They're on it. And I imagine Boomer is past being woozy. No, it's wearing off. And how are you at drug synthesis? You're very good. Oh, I can't wait to have a little baby Thrumbo. Only 1 day away, maybe 2. Good. The rice is ready for being dug out. And then I can replace it with something else. How are we doing on that cloth, by the way? Cloth is going to be drank up by making all this medicine. I might actually benefit from making more cloth. It's just something you truly can't have too much of, and there's nothing else that's jumping out at me as being needed. Where's cloth at? Come on, Jake. There we go. Cotton. Corn, corn, corn. I'm going to be drowning in corn. I should really make psychoid instead. Start on the drugs production, really bump up that wealth of mine. Heavens knows we're going to need it. Hay is really nice. Even if it's not refrigerated, it lasts for a long time. And if it is refrigerated, all the better. Something I will want when I turn this into a barn is to actually refrigerate the place. So I will get... Well, I've already got air conditioning. Very well then. God, I really need to turn this into a barn. I've been hesitating on that for much too long. But a good dedicated barn here would be really lovely. And it would get rid of all this filth at long last. Oh, I'm just ecstatic at the very thought of it. But that would necessitate a actual... Right, I have something resembling an idea. This can be my storage room right here, because it's close enough to everything else. And then this will be the barn, as far out as I can make it. I want some extra ceilings just in case. I'll probably replace them with stuff not made of wood later on. More than is necessary, because I think everybody's had a roof come down and kill a colonist before. I certainly have, and I have no interest in repeating that. It'd be nice to have something to raid. I haven't had any wee things pop up around us very well. Female Thrumbo is what we're all hoping for. It will vastly speed up the rate of Thrumbo growth, even though it's going to be slow anyway. Their gestation time is long, their maturity time is long, but we'll live with it. I think this is what Boomer was expecting to do with all this skill of hers. I might actually switch it out so that Meowzilla makes the drugs. Let's get some numbers on that again. Meowzilla is actually really quite good at it. Since Boomer is so much better at research, Meowzilla should be the one making drugs. So there we go, Meowzilla does it. Means I can also rein in this radius a bit. Shame we can't move these windows. Make it easier to tell where the radius is going. There we go. If it's not right next to you, you don't need to be making it. And Meowzilla's crafting is right up there. We'll bring yours down, Boomer, and just get you back to researching where you should be. Shaman Merchant, just who the doctor ordered. What are you bringing me? Shock Lance. Nutrimane. Oh, wow. Shamanists bring Nutrimane. And gold. I want that gold. In fact, I want everything you have. Thrumbos are great. The gestation and maturity are really the only thing detrimental to make them balanced. How about their hunger rate? They are Monstrously hungry creatures. Oh yeah, also that filth rate is sky high. Hang on, that's not as high as I remember. I remember them having a hunger rate of 4. Now they're on par with elephants. Huh. Keeping Thrumbos just got even better. They don't even need that much food. Defeated by production specialist yet again, says Boomer. That's how it goes sometimes. Alright, John, I know it's 2 in the morning. Actually, just go and talk to them once you're done sleeping. Just queue it up as a shift thing. Forcing John out of bed seems criminally unfair at this point. I could really do with a third person who specializes in dealing with all these plants. I mean, health, this is what health does 24/7. And it's still not enough. Okay, they're not interested in my golden clothes, but I'm interested in their gold, so I will take that. And their lances. But I also kind of want this animal pulsar. They're just really handy if things get really grim. Big attack coming, nothing you can do. Bring in the animals, at least they'll help out. But what can I give them in exchange? Oh, I also want all that Nutriment, of course. Buy package survival meals. Huh, there's very little they're interested in. They just want my silver straight up. I could take all of their stuff and then turn on these guys by zapping one of their creatures. Let's see, these are the Kanga Confederation, right? The Kanga really rather like us. John is out there, equipped with a charge lance, but I think they would turn hostile to me for actively taking out one of their beasties. Yeah, better not. Better not. But I do still want all their Nutriment. That much is true. That animal pulsar can be really handy. Both their lances and all their gold. So just goodbye all of our silver. Yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, it is worth it. And good, John actually brings the stuff down, at least as much as he can. So there we go. This little guy has got all of our silver. I am so tempted to kill it though. Well, not kill it, but, you know, level it. And that would be so good if John had the ability to make an animal angry. Berserk pulse, or just Berserk would be fine. But I think zapping it will turn everybody hostile against us, which would be a little too much for us to deal with. Still 4,000. Could you wall in the animal and let it starve, Chick? Now they would dig their way out, and it would be a heck of a lot of work to do that, that's for sure. But using a psi power on it wouldn't be quite so bad, I believe. Well, we got this little boom rat here. It'd be a terrible shame if the boom rat were to take out the dromedary. Or if the dromedary were to be caught in some horrible crossfire from someone like Nyx. Shame the rhinoceroses aren't up here to enrage. There are options, but I'm not sure I really like any of them. Yeah, it's raining, so our friend wouldn't help out too much. Also, Jings, look at all this hay. So much of it. I'm going to need even more hay lofts. This is good. Very productive times. As long as health gets to work cutting all this hay. There we go, Cetor gave birth. Here's our little baby Thrumbo. It is a male, unfortunately, but a Thrumbo is a Thrumbo. Let's have you trained to kill. The maturity period of one of these is a long time. We essentially have to play as long as we've already played just to make it big again. But who wants to be our new Thrumbo? I don't really think I want the traders around to deal with the mech. The mech with that machine that destroys energy is just not something I'm after. Not at all. Alright, baby Thrombocalf. You shall henceforth be known as Tarthur. Good name. Tarthur gets trained and stays on the indoor. Just can't, I really need to make this into a barn, but I need to get rid of all this. So much accursed. Right, no, the first thing I should do is segregate off my... Alright, this is never going to get done if I don't just do it. So... I should start by moving this stuff over and clearing out a specified storage area. Did I move or create copy? Probably did create copy, which is not what I want. Could actually have you segregated over at this point. How are we doing on blocks? Granite blocks preferably, because they're the strongest. Plenty enough granite blocks for what I'm after. I can also get rid of this cooler. We don't need coolers here anymore. Jings, those coolers are a blast from the past. Right, this is just the general storage area now. There we go, Meowzilla knows what to do, and then to stop doing it. World's biggest fan of wooden doors still, so I'll probably put down a... I could make plasteel doors. They don't burn, and they're very strong, and they still open at a reasonable speed, I believe. Door opening speed of plasteel door, 100%. It's just, plasteel is rare and expensive and feels like a waste on doors, especially when I could just build a slate door that I keep open. It's one of these things that you just never do unless you get around to it, so get around to it I shall. And now the animal zone, or the indoor animal zone, is going to lose this area. Tragic, I know. Clear animal zone. There. Get out while you still can. Shame. I really wish that these guys had gone down and given me my silver back. Boomer, anything you really want other than hydroponics? Because hydroponics is my go-to unless you signal that we should research something else. Plasteel one of the outer perimeter doors, Jake. Maybe in case the door opening closes too slowly, it's a matter of life or death. Yeah. Dealing with the barn first. It seems like it would be muckle prudent to have a door here as well, just in case we desperately need to get into the into surgery. And I can finally deconstruct these old walls, because this wall and this wall and this wall will keep everything Gucci. I'm certain. 6, yeah, it's fine. There's the Imperial Trader we were after. I have a feeling that the Imperials never take names from the guys that we added to it. That's just my impression so far. Normal charge light, poison synthesis, no thank you. Circadian assistant, That makes people need to sleep less, and that could be useful for, oh, I don't know, our researcher, who's always working. Very tempting. How would you like another brain implant there, Voomer? Can you call in the mech quest with these folks? It's just asking for so much, They'd have to wake up, they'd have to fight them, and if it all doesn't work, I lose my energy for too long. The risk is just way too high. I mean, sure, they might land here, but they might land here. And then what am I to do? I still have to go out and fight them. Not when I'm busy building up, I dare say. Also, let's keep this thing held open. And let's floor some stuff here. I want concrete here. Hell, I want concrete over all of this. Actually, maybe I should keep these walls here and just replace them with something better. Better, of course, meaning structure, granite wall. There we go. And then I want this floor to be made of concrete. Better things to make a floor out of for sure, but concrete will do. Lavash gave birth. Sadly, these new elephant calves are not to be trained and to be told to be one with the outdoors. Which means I don't need to worry about them, but they'll still be kept fed. Whoa, I don't like where that is. Okay, outdoor animals are still uncomfortably over where I'm trying to farm. Okay, that's better. The secret silicon. Ooh, there's a terminal in a tribal village. We can visit under the pretense of worshipping it, but they will attack you when you touch it. Because they venerate the terminal. Well then, I think we'll just have to do that. Where are they? Oh, and they're really close by. Oh, these poor sods. Well, hopefully being tribal people, they'll have lovely, healthy organs for me. The Voomer not minding another old brain slotty thing. Oh, but I never bought the thing that they had. I need to actually go and talk to these people. Please go and trade, John, when you wake up at your earliest convenience. Once he's chowed down, off he trots. Wait, that's health. John, you thought about waking up? There we go. Flag Flare is wondering how many children they've had. Only two that we kept around, Jingo and Plo. The others we may have sold on. I don't have a problem selling elephants, really. In my head, we're just further prosthizing the love for elephants. Alright, Proa, slow down there. Oh, these guys buy elephants. Damn. I mean, that's useful because I can get rid of these elephant calves that we just had. But I thought the thing was that these Imperial traders did not take elephants. Sora is so valuable to them. What a shame. I'll take packaged survival meals as well. I am low on silver, though. I don't care about poison synthesis, but I do care about a Circadian assistant. Rest fall rate. Need less sleep. Big expense. What can I sell them? I can sell them wood to make up for it. I went to great lengths to get this wood, but it's kind of just taking up space for now, and I don't use wood as much as I used to. Could also give them a bunch of my beers. I'm sure some people will not want to get rid of the beers, but those are just there for emergencies. And we always get more beers down the line. And get rid of this crappy recon armor that I have. Crappy might still be worth keeping around, but I'll get rid of it anyway. That seems agreeable. I wonder what Ryan is up to now, says next Ryan. Also get hauling the stuff, John. Ah, our old slave. I see what you're on about now. Ryan Rex. Ryan Wrecked, more like. Right, this steel hayloft needs to be migrated. As does this one. Ah, right, yes, the skull spike is somewhat in the way. Which itself could certainly be relocated. There we go. Plenty of work to be done, but Meowzilla gets it done. I do regret already having my throne so far away. It means John has to go a long way just to do some of his own meditating. It's also quite regrettable that it's so dark in here. I'm tempted to just have you solar flare to speed things up around here, John. Just like that, it's a whole lot lighter to be around here. That's not the end of it though. This solar flare is going to give up soon enough, I'm sure. So I want some more solar flaring done, and then you can get back to doing whatever it is you do, John. There we go. Clips over, all is well. This is all roofed under good overhead stuff. It's not the most beautiful place, but it's a whole lot better than it was. What was that? That was a big boom. That's what happens when you have too much battery. I am really tempted to uninstall the batteries because I have so much constant production of power. It's just that the geothermal generator fails. It's going to be nice to have a bit more than I have. I think I'll uninstall that one, have this thing close, and have people beat that fire out, please. There we go. Yeah, one of the... Whoa, what happened here? This wooden wall is not meant to be a wooden wall, it's meant to be a door. A slate door. Oh, the slate door is not yet built. I understand. There we go, replace you with you. It would be good to have a way in and out of this barn as well, going through here. Although I'll have to keep this one closed because the barn I intend on keeping quite cold to refrigerate the hay to make it last even longer. I also intend on making these walls a damn sight stronger than they are, and I can certainly do away with this. Actually, I can leave that there for now. It's not doing anyone any harm. There should be a bit of necessity that drives these kinds of ideas. Nix, go be useful. Far be it for me to instruct you to do such a thing. There we go. These sorts of advancements I really like in the colony, because otherwise you just sit around not doing them for way, way, way too long. So the whole point of this is to expand this zone over here. I just want this to be my general storage area. Now again, I hate having these, but it always comes to pass that you have some stuff that needs to go to these places. So I'll just have it here. And this will be a lovely indoors area. I still need that reinstalled over there. Oh, I'll shove you there, over there for now. That means that this place starts going full to the brim. It tells me that there are other storage areas that I need to make. Deep storage, that is. For example, it's getting full of hay, so I need to make more hay lofts. There's something to be said for having more kibble places around here. I could fill this up with kibble containers. Or I could just keep kibble containers in an area of the barn. Which also makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I can move them all down here. Seems like a bit of a mistake since I've already moved them, but move them again I shall. Reinforcing kibble doesn't make any difference, but there could be times when I actually want kibble to be consumed from the barn, and it'll be good for letting dogs and such into the barn like that. Hopefully there's no need to go down out the south here, but if there is I can open this up later on. Not convinced with myself of that answer, but it'll do. $17,000 worth of armor just laying in the barn, and now it's laying in its own designated unroofed 7 area? What's unroofed about it? Oh, this part's unroofed. Well, get it roofed. Don't need that stuff being destroyed, please. Raw food is still not doing great, but the corn is just about ready. As well. Health has some inspired surgery. Boomer, did we ever give you that brain thing? Let us install that on you now then, shall we? And health, if you are feeling so inspired and your health is fine, then let's put that to use. Let's minimize the amount of risk here. Another one goes in for you, Boomer. Now there's a 2% chance that these fail, even with inspired everything. The maximum success rate of surgery is 98%. But there we go, now you've got 3 things lodged into your brain, and that's made you absolutely delighted. Feels weird that a body modder would be satisfied with just brain changes, but there you go. I'm also going to delete this. I haven't actually been that happy about having outdoor storage here anyway. And gives me a space for this stuff. This armor deserves its own room. Drools on the pillow, but now slightly faster. Yeah, well that the need for rest for you is going to go way down, so you'll be able to spend more time while doing all this stuff, I guess. It's actually getting a bit chilly in here. Maybe I shouldn't have this thing active. Oh, people expect a blaze of glory. James, I haven't been having that. Right, we need to begin the blaze of glory. Get on it, folks. Nyx is sad because of tattered apparel. I don't care. I like my people to wear their stuff all the way down until it's ragged, otherwise you waste a lot of it. Must be that... oh, it's a cowboy hat. Too bad for you. Illustration chatted about raccoons with Nyx, an important aspect of the Blaze of Glory, I'm sure. Voomer is a little confused as to what's going on. She might think this is just another one of her dreams from the hospital bed. The elephant's hoovering up the Luciferium when hungry. Luciferium doesn't satisfy hunger need, so they won't eat it because they get hungry, but they can still randomly eat it. Voomer, shouldn't you be joining in? The festival? No, Voomer's just not all that interested. Nyx and Voomer still spoke about muggers nonetheless. John made comments about training hamsters to Lona. Hopefully they've learned from that. There we go, it was actually fun! Everyone appreciated the chance to relax and have fun, we gained mood, and we've discovered the location of an ancient complex. It's not very far away, is it? You can break in to collect loot, be warned it may da-da-da-da-da. I'm not sure about the worth of doing those unless it's guaranteed for some terminal hacks, because so far they have not been delivering. Okay, so I don't think I really understand it, but why would you ever put down straw matting? I don't get it. Straw matting is super flammable. It apparently reduces filth by 95%, but if you never clean your barn, and why would you clean your barn, why would you care about that? I don't understand. This seems like stuff that's better just for putting down to trap other people. I mean, maybe there's a use to it, but why? It seems like you're just asking for a fire to kill all your animals. Could get one of those animal traders killed in a very, very accidental fire. That I've thought about. If you need to treat animals in your barn, cleanliness matters. That's reasonable. That's a very reasonable one. It's still going to get filthy, though. Super filthy. Ah, whatever. There you go. It seems fitting that a barn should have this, so let's barn it up. I guess I should make them some beds to sleep in as well. Barn's going to be filthy. Can't do much about it. You might have something like a straw doormat. Delete some of the filth here. Possibly. All these possibilities, I don't have the answers. Perhaps I never will. But I am just glad to finally have designated areas for some of these things. Actual storage areas, nice. Although it tells me that it tells me when I've got too much of anything, because nothing should be piling up here in excess. For example, organs. I need a place to keep extra organs. More places for hay. Well, I can do that. I can build more steel haylofts. No skin off my shoulder to do that. Wait, that's not right, because I'm going to mine this stuff out. The haylofts shouldn't be like that. Well, they're not doing any real harm here for now, but they will. I want to dig out this stuff. Order, mine. Maybe not this far out next, we don't need that. Not next, Lona. But look at Lona go. She's a one-woman mining machine. At least we can see where the edge is. And I could even smooth this stuff out if I really felt like it. It would just be the absolute worst if she died in a cave in here. Oh, I would feel horrible. There we go, all the straw matting one could desire. And then some. I love people just being industrious in this game. It feels so good. There we go, that's far enough in to do it. And we can get another bit of granite chunk to slice up. How are we doing on the marble front anyway? None too shabby. Good. Oh my goodness, Voomer is at 19. That's insane. Planet-leading Master. The only thing above that is Legendary Master. But even as she actively does her researching, look at it downgrade whilst it goes up. Because the further you get up on this scale above 10, the more and more you... Whoa. Ooh, that wasn't so good, was it? Yeah, I could still build something there. Further and further you get up, the more it degrades. Structure, granite wall. Just shove granite wall there just in case. Haul that. In fact, haul all of these things just to get them out of the way. Well, this is going to use some of our excess hay, if nothing else. And I am going to want some actual granite. The columns cost so much. Why would you build a column instead of just a nice wall? Walls block light. That is reasonable counter-argument, but it's not reasonable enough. Also not building that. Let's just get rid of that wall altogether. These are plenty enough walls for us. Although I will want another granite wall right here just to feel super safe. Could all come crashing down on us. Habsburgische is using their first statement to say that P music is so great. It is amazing. Chatted with the person that made the P music because it is so damn good. Really adds to the game. Good music doesn't make a bad game great, but it makes a good game great. Although this is no bad game. A bit of a shame that I'm not keeping this door open. Maybe, just maybe, I should allow it to be open. Does mean that this place is going to struggle to retain the coldness that I give it, and I will be giving it coldness. But I'm going to do it anyway. Temperature, a cooler. Keep this place cool, please. Now 1 is probably not going to be enough to refrigerate the whole area, but I'll put in 1 and see where we go from there. Coolers also represent a weak point in the walls, which I do not like. They're very, very weak. Max hit points 100 versus a granite wall's 510. But oh well. Oh, we actually just destroyed that. Well, that's a shame. I thought I had the thing that allowed coolers to be placed in walls, but I'm also not too saddened if it is gone, because it's a big crutch. One of the big weaknesses of coolers is having that weak point. And I believe in it. Okay, how are we doing on that human leather? 409. If I wanted to make bedrolls for my animals, and believe me, I do. How many can I have made out of human leather? How many did I say I had? Oh wow, I can have 10 of them. I can space them out rather nicely then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll have them just all around these pillars, I guess. Well, no, I don't want them too far south. I don't actually want them around there. I just put them around the pillars like this then. Ah, this feels great to me. Just spending some time doing up my base, making things nice, making things relatively more efficient. Hackerman just chilling out on the floor for some reason. I mean, there's a perfectly good bit. Oh, right, it's medical. I still don't understand why there are medical beds for prisoners. They don't seem to be prioritized in any way. Wall it around and then da-da-da-da. Yes, a good idea is to get rid of this ceiling bit, wall off this, and just have the cooling point pour out there. But I'm going to wait and see just how good this stuff is at cooling. A slave ship is passing by. John, let's have a quick look at these slaves. It might actually include some people we know. Might even include a slave we once knew well. Let's have a look-see. Oh, they would take Hackerman. They offer us up Mink and Lumpy. Lumpy is a jealous, too smart individual who won't do violence. Not doing violence is always a no-go on recruiting people. Won't do firefighting. A sanguine pyromaniac with so-so skills? Nah. He sells me a couple of rhinoceroses, interestingly enough. I feel like I could turn these rhinos into more money than they cost me here. Especially seeing as I get 120 rhino leather out of it. Well, that's over 400 right there, on top of the meat and whatever I turn it into. I mean, that's almost a steal. And what about the meat? That's 6... I would get more out of butchering these rhinos and selling it to somebody. He also sells Nutrimane. He sells a lot of good stuff. Shame I've got barely any silver. This slave people buy and sell quite a lot of interesting stuff. I'll get rid of this simple helmet that's taking up my space. I've got a lot of flak jackets, probably more than I need, so I'll get rid of those. In fact, I can just generally get rid of a lot of my flak because it's stuff that always comes to me. So I'm quite confident that I can remove quite a lot of it from what I have, and it's good to get some of that silver back for sure. Keeping the recon armor, it's too good for me. Too good for me to get rid of, I mean. And keep my good recon helmets. Otherwise... Ooh, he sells a minigun. We sold everything we had to get a minigun in the Rough Randy run. Not so much... Oh, my days. He sells so much Lucy that we could keep somebody hooked on it without much risk. I like this slave ship, truth be told. I could buy all of his Nutrimane. That might seem like a bit of a blur, but I really like Nutrimane. I should probably keep the silver for now. I'll take a silver. There we go. And besides, I got 132 Nutrimane. But that will run out. Buy his Nutrimane. All of it? Oh, now I don't have the silver to give him for that Nutrimane, because it's not within our range. I'd have to sell him something for that. Could sell him Hackerman, but Hackerman's earned his way here. Mostly. I'll buy enough Nutrimane then. There we go, 200 of it. Nutriment never goes off and can be used for a whole bunch of things. I was worried that was going to crush my crops. Alright, all is well. The psychoids are growing, the heal root's growing. We're growing a lot of stuff. And John is getting on the case. Hopefully health does as well. Good. Oh, I like that. And the fact that we're walled in means random animals aren't coming in to eat my food, so I appreciate that as well. I want to see how well a Lucied up elephant fights. Well, I thought you could actually Lucy up your thrumbos, and you'd probably get more bang for buck out of doing that. The sheer level at which they fight would be probably quite unreal. I would and probably should just destroy this right here. It's taking up valuable barn space. I'd like to have all this stuff moved away as well. Yeah, stuff's going to need the power. Easily done, and always, always I like to loop in redundancies on my power. There we go, I'll have you looped in over there as well. Nothing worse than just having your stuff cut off at one moment. Masterwork bed. Good value on that. Probably bumping up the wealth that bit more. Change that. We've got a good surge there. Anybody remember what this surge was? Now, that was even after our creatures came back, so I do not know. It's just masterwork creating madman. I wonder if the masterwork bed made out of human leather has faces on it. Creepy. Creepy beyond belief, that. What do we want now? It's kind of hard to think. Hospital beds don't require power, right? Surely not. I'd rather think not. I think they cost a fair bit to make, though, so I'm not so sure that's worth our time. I don't know what else to get at this point. I'm not convinced there's anything that is necessary for our continued prosper at this point. Carpets would be good for beauty and limiting filth. No, I'm not big on carpets. They're too flammable for my liking. I guess being able to create beer would be nice. Okay, James, look at the filth that's piled up already. I don't think we'll ever clean this place, but at least it doesn't look so bad. No, I can do this a bit better. There we go. And if I ever have more than this amount of kibble, then I know I have plenty. Ugh, tainted marine armor. I left this around. Left all this tainted garbage around. I would actually like to smack a lot of my tainted stuff over here. So stockpile zone. Actually, over here is good because this means people are going to stumble over it. Although first thing that I will do is disallow, forbid, that's it. Forbid all this junk. And I'd say that this is a critical place for only all apparel that is not clean. And that'll get rid of this junk. Get all this out of my way. And this is where pick up and haul helps. If you didn't have pick up and haul, they'd be doing these one at a time, and that is every bit as horrible as it sounds. But maybe while we're at it, get rid of the bio-coded weaponry. Weapons, all weapons that are bio-coded. I know you can smelt tainted stuff, but it's a waste of time. The amount of time needed to smelt something is outrageous. We've almost done turning all of our medicine into... Oh, well, new batch of medicine coming in, Muzilla. You're going to be busy. How long is that place going to be on the map for, by the way? I accepted 2.7 days ago. I guess it's there forever, so we can just go on whenever. Maybe tomorrow we'll get that done then. Seems good to me. For now, though. put some floor stuff to mat out here. And I think I will want to smooth some surfaces here. Maybe mine these two away, but otherwise smooth this stuff. Takes a while, for certain. We'll get it done anyway. There. Okay, it takes way too long. I do not want to be doing that. I'd rather replace it with better walls than smooth it, or just not smooth it out entirely. There we go. Good decisions were made today. Good lord, that takes forever. No thank you. I will put that there. Think of how pretty it looks ahead now. Who gets the new fancy arm? We did get that arm. I'm going to keep that for if anybody actually has their arm blasted off or a significant number of fingers removed. Didn't I get a bionic ear for you? Bionic ear, you deserve it, Lona. Left ear destroyed, bionic ear, left ear. There we go. Muzilla had one cut off, but that's alright. Muzilla doesn't speak to the animals so much. 2 drill arms, damn you. The question of how Lona wipes is prevalent in many people, but they're often too scared to ask. Lona, if you're gonna... oh well, Lona's already on it. However, Lona should certainly be getting... actually, everybody by now should be getting... ooh, wrong ones. Everybody should be on half-decent medicine now. Health, reconsider what you're doing. There we go. Done and done right. A brand new bionic ear for you. Your hearing is now better than it was before. Also, I'd like to sterile tile this up. The cost would be pretty damn high, but the result would be a lot less medical complications. Okay, this seems fine, and now I can zone my indoor animals to actually enjoy all of this. Except for the kibble area. They are not allowed the kibble. But that should do them fine, and as long as this door isn't held open for silly reasons, we can keep it nice and cool inside. This one should probably also... not be held open and probably be made of wood or steel. Steel's probably a better idea. I believe steel door opens at 100% speed. It does. And although it's flammable, it's far less flammable than wood. There we go. And Lona can sleep the night away anyway. Oh well, no, she's up and on the go. And vomiting all over everything. Lona, whilst you're out there, could you just take care of the last one so we don't have to think about it? Jolly good. Smoothed granite, massive health, but regular granite also has massive health. And we don't really care if this place is filthy. People don't hang around here to care about it. God, I'm running out of things to research. Things that matter. I mean, if I do all this late stuff, I'm going to lose it when I do the Arc Nexus thing anyway. So it's better to invest in things that I can actually put to use, but none of these are really... prosthetics are no big deal. I don't really do Wake Up or Go Juice, or Noble Apparel, or long blades, or carpets, or great bows. I guess let's figure out the cocoa tree. I'll want one of those eventually. Cocoa trees are nice and low on labor. Points at shields for John and Lona. I'd rather steal them than make them, but if I made them, they'd be of good quality. An excellent point is made. Yeah, if Meowzilla can make masterpiece or legendary ones of those, that's going to be a big boon. Could you please haul that as well, please? Oh, you will never do hauling? Okay. Nix, could you then please haul that wood? So we can actually cool this place down. Oh, right, it's not being cooled down enough, right? I want this place to be, like... Actually, you know, making it freezing is ideal. We'll see if it can succeed in making this place freeze. Well, this is so nice. You lose research when moving. If you give up your base for the Arco Nexus ending, you lose all your research. Although apparently, as of today or so, they've changed it to only bring you down to industrial research, or whatever you start off with in the vanilla RimWorld starting experience. Let's keep this thing open while we're at it. I'm still needing more haylofts. It's kind of crazy how much of this stuff you need. But I do have a lot of very, very hungry hay-consuming creatures. So there you go. Well, hopefully we don't need to use this for a wee while, because it's going to be a filthy place. Oh, Meowzilla is on it, though. He's so good. Anybody new turned up? Well, if Hackerman doesn't count as new, then no. But he did turn up. I think I'm actually going to install this standing lamp around here, just so there's always a bit of light going on around in the animal barn. Hopefully that doesn't catch fire. But this place has a proper overtop mountain roof. Well, what kind of roof is it, actually? No, it's a constructed roof. Huh, okay. I thought it was a mountainous roof. Well then, let's just hope it still doesn't catch fire some way, somehow. I need to think of other things that we need to do away with. Like, I have too many organs around here that I need to do something with. And I think organs can be kept in medicine cabinets. That's a no. Alright, what can be stored? Where can I store organs? What would make sense for organs? Pallets, haylofts, meat hooks. Regular tall shells. Let's have a look for lung. Let's have a look for prosthetic. Yeah, prosthetic. So regular tall shells would take care of that. And I could certainly have some tall shells over here made for it. Or even over here, tall shelf there and tall shelf there. Purely for lungs and things. Lungs, prosthetics, you name it. And again, they're not that bad to have around here, because it's good to be able to tell at a glance what I have. I don't begrudge that. Jake, heart-shaped box. Thinks tall shelves and that's it. That's all they could find. Heart-shaped, well... I don't know what you mean by heart-shaped box at all. Too bad. Oh, right. I need to delete this zone and forbid everything here, or else it's going to keep pinging at me that things are degrading when I really don't care. And I'm going to need to make that... Ooh, crumbs. Where is it made? Where do we construct that piano-like thing? The harpsichord. Thought it would be done at a machining table. Might be done at a smithing table, actually. Research. Harpsichord. Harpsichord. Fueled smithy or electric smithy. Yeah, so I need to... I've never actually built a smithy. Not something I've needed much of, but I think I will need one for making shield belts when we get to that. So, production, electric smithy. I guess I could just put you there. You're probably going to block the view for a lot of people on TV, but too bad. Not sure I want to make you a seat out of camel hide. And it's not somewhere I expect people are going to be for very long, so I'm going to just give you a crummy Crummy regular seat. They're not that crummy. In fact, if they're very high quality, they're every bit as good as an armchair. Battery, huh? Wait, shouldn't the battery be in here? And perhaps the lamps should be around in here, standing lamp. In fact, buildings in general should just be allowed in here. There we go. Although you should certainly not be preferred. You should be normal. If anything, you should be low. This is where things go when they have nowhere else to go. I was watching a second RimWorld episode on YouTube before I went to bed last night. There's a pretty drastic jump forward. I should expect so. This colony has been going for 1 day, 21 hours, 39 minutes real time. So yeah, you're spoiling yourself quite a bit if you jump forward to here. But don't let me tell you how to enjoy things. Okay, it's that brand new day. I said we'd go out on a raid. And frankly, my animals have not been out raiding for way too long. The big question is Tarthur. Does Tarthur go out in a raid? No, because they don't know how to attack. How nice that Lona shares this bond with so many. Health is only allowed 1. They only get Igor. Still, the time has come. Lona and... who else will go out? There's an idea to bring Nyx, because Nyx is good at one thing, and that's treating others. But there's a bit of a worry. What if there are tons of them, and Lona and Nyx get downed? They would be left for dead out there. I could preemptively attack them to draw them out, rather than getting stuck. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So Lona and Nyx and the animals will head out there. Form caravan, go. Ooh, remove that, just go there. It's going to be Nyx and Lona. I swear we used to send out 2 others. It was Voomer and Lona. The trouble is Voomer is good for all this research and things. And we just send all these trained elephants and all that, except not Tarthur, not Igor. The rest are fine. As for items and travel supplies, I hate that it tries to make me bring so much with me. What are we bringing? I used to have food to give people. Not anymore. I should give them some... Ooh, now what the hell will they eat? Maybe I should still be making some berries. They come in useful in times like these. Just bring a bag of crisps. I'll tell them to bring all the potatoes. They can just eat those raw if they really need to. There we go. Load up Lavash with all the potatoes. It's good to see the animals actually be healthy and heading out. I still have sterilized, scarred Modo on the team. Why? I should have gotten rid of Modo ages ago. You're being removed for the caravan. You're a liability. I've eaten raw potato before. It's pretty awful, but it's not the worst. ZOZ gave birth on the move. Oof. And Nyx got the flu. He got the bloody flu. I didn't even give these guys medicine because I didn't anticipate such a thing. Oh. He'll be fine. It might not be fine, but he'll be fine. Jake, you just stole all the food from the nutrient dispenser. Not all of it. It's got a little bit of corn, and it's about to get a whole lot more corn. Alright. I hope this works. Imagine if it doesn't. Alright, so here we are. Here are these friendly people from the Covenant of Noto. These are not part of anything we know or care about, right? Oh, they're a gentle tribe who are neutral. That can't be right. I'm sure these people didn't exist before, otherwise I would have allied with them. There is no gentle tribe of Noto. Nope, they're just a one-off. Okay, good. Well then. They don't appear to have much for me to steal, sadly. They're just here to venerate this. However, there are 10 of them. Any recognizable names around here? I don't think... What is that? Silver plate armor. I think you'll find that is my silver plate armor now. I guess we'll be bringing back some lovely friends. The gentle tribe of elephant fodder. Yes. Okay, there's a slight problem. We're not all that well kitted out for killing a lot of these people. And we would need to get kind of close to anger them. So we absolutely need these animals to be joining us. We have more animals than they have people, and each of our animals could take on one of their people, no problem. It's just a case of who ends up fighting who. So I think we need to stay back a bit, have Nyx coax them into anger by shooting one. Oh, and Woolly's right here. In fact, we could Psycho Shock Woolly to make absolutely certain we get his stuff. And then tell the animals to go and do what they gotta do. Zappy zappy! Now they're hostile, and now those animals get to go and kill for us, whilst we kind of back away slowly. What a terrifying prospect! All these animals coming your way. They tried to kill Goka, and actually that was a good cut, but an elephant's body is more body than you can manage. Leave Nyx with them, kill them with his small oh god, we set Woolly on fire. How does this keep happening? Who's less likely to get injured trying to beat that out? And Devil Strand button-down shirts will keep you good, Nyx. You get stuck in. There we go. Now you're... I don't want to risk you going in for the shot there, Nyx. It's never worked before. It won't work now. Jingo's actually getting a bit ravaged there, but Jingo will be fine. We'll heal them up when we're on the move. Good job. Get stuck in. Oh, and strip Woolly so he doesn't wear that stuff out. It's my stuff now. Alright, go and hack that terminal and we're good to go. How are our animals doing, by the way? Animals doesn't show up well here, but almost none of them are bleeding, and they're generally fine. That's good. That's very good. And tappity tap, we've got information about our relic, and we're definitely getting out of here. We've got to get Nyx back so he can be seen to, the sickly boy that he is. Although it is tempting to go to that ancient complex. It's right there, the animals are right here. Nah, too much risk, not enough gain for it. Do we capture everybody, though? I have a hard reason to think why I wouldn't capture everybody. I mean, just think of all the stuff we can have off of them. Yeah. I don't want these chunks. I do really want that armor, though. I could uproot more trees. Freaking trees. You know what? The idea of stealing the trees appeals to me. I'm stealing 11 trees to plant of my own will, although that's not a lot of wood. I really want to steal all their pemmican while I'm at it. Yeah, those thrombos do have to eat. Although it's bad that they eat raw trees. Does Flop Hat worth anything? Not really. Stealing trees like what's his name stole cakes. Yeah, eco-terrorist. This is put in because you need wood at some point, and if you have the kind of people that don't like cutting down trees for their religion, that can be a really big problem. I don't know about those trees, man. Yeah, whatever, I'll bring my trees back. Get on it. So, how much do we know? Well, we have one more quest to find a bit more information, but I'm not so sure I want the Linunth mech hive attacking me every 8 hours over it. Well, I'm quite sure I don't want that. Wish Nyx was here to pick up all this junk. Also, we got a small problem with this, not having enough place. I wonder, could I just put in these masterwork bedrolls? Force my people to share these bedrolls. At least it would give me a better place to see to them, rather than all these things. I'm quite interested to see how it works, forcing these people to share bedrolls. Oh, I don't think I gave Nyx and Lona a bedroll when they're on the move, but they shouldn't need it. They shouldn't even need to sleep during that journey. Let's see how that works. I'm curious to see if they bunk up. Also kind of curious as to if they're going to die or not on the way back. That's not been a lot of time to tend to them, and it's only really Nyx that's tending to them on the move. Medical emergency for Lion. Yeah, Lion's probably going to die here, but, you know, that's the risk we take. Finally, lots of corn. Oh god, I hope they get back before they pause for the night. Yeah, looks like they're back in. Goody goody. The animals are in need of treatment, of course. But now they can go back to here, and they'll go to their beds, and they will get treatment. I won't need to keep triaging them like I did before. And these people probably aren't getting up anytime soon, although many of them might not be getting up at all. Did you see to them all, Nyx? Impressively so. Oh, this one's all cancerous and stuff. And Nyx, you really got to get that flu tended to. You can and will die of flu. Alright, Boomer, if you could please, let's have some beds for people here. I got room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a bit more. So I guess I will keep some sleepy spots. Yeah, should take care of everything we could possibly need. You guys can drop that. Drop those trees that you picked up. Holy moly. I'm not saying grabbing all these trees was necessarily a mistake, but certainly one of the stranger things we decided to grab on our way. Are you raiding bases and saving those you raided to get good will point for free? Oh, saving those you raided to get good. Oh, I don't care about this. This is not a real... Wait, apparently it is real. And they're hostile. I wasn't aware that the Covenant of Noto was actually real. I thought that was the only one that we got. I'm fairly certain it's not real. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We already have a gentle tribe. It's these guys. Unless they're the gentle nudist tribe. No, these are the nudists. I don't get it. High life ranching human. Well, you know, I don't care about these people, let's be honest. And who would? Also, could we please capture these people before they slip away from my grasp? Nyx is resting up and dying horribly, of course. Muzilla, go and grab one. Go and take that one to bed. Chances some of them die. That's no big bad. Although I could consider if any of them are worth actually keeping on. Neurotic is nice. Annoying voices, yeah. Intellectual is useful, but plants is kind of necessary at this point because I do so much with plants. Porcupine. Ooh. Ooh. I like Malay. I like good plant skill. Artistic is a little wasted, though. You interns are free organs. Well, we've yet to decide on that one. Very neurotic is good, but they straight up won't do plant work, so that's a shame. Unveils her diagram. We load them into a pod and we send them to the cannibals. And make us some new friends with the cannibals, I'm sure. John, I know you like doing what you do, but could you please go and take Wooly to bed as well? Oh, we've still got some people up there that need some capturing. Yeah, infection, it's no big deal. Make sure we don't do maintenance trading on the newborns. It's not worth anybody's time, that's for sure. There was a gladiatorial match. Unfortunately, everyone thought it was boring. We tried to make it to the death by giving one of them a big axe. And despite a very good blow to the head, it wasn't enough to make it fatal, sadly. Nix, are you doing alright? You don't look like you're doing alright. Boomer, go and tend to poor Nix. I'll tend to these poor bastards. Now it would be a tragic shame if Nix died to the flu of all things, wouldn't it? That would be a tragedy. But if he were to survive, that would be catastrophic. I think there's still somebody we're neglecting out there. Oh, health is on the case. Good, we've brought them all in. Now I want to do a double check on them. Depressive is a straight up no. You don't want depressive people. Kind is nice, and wow, this aloe bust scorpion really knows how to fight, but I need more than just fighting around here. I'm a little tempted by Porcupine. Porcupine didn't take any lasting injuries. Porcupine loves plants. Porcupine is a good shot. Well, they never shoot, so that's a little lost. Masochist means they're going to be happy if they're in pain, which can be quite useful. It's just they lack a lot of utility and they don't have intellectual. Too smart is nice, abrasive is awful. Nimble, slow learner, ugly. This one's so tempting. Global work speed plus 40, but again, no plants. I think we have brought little more than a whole bunch of organ donors here. So don't worry, Hacker Man, you don't need to worry about any of these. The problem is, harvesting them now will require actual medicine. Actually, maybe not. I could still get it done with this herbal medicine that I have lying here. That's the nice thing about having a constant influx of such medicines. And all of them are tended to already. So, you know what that means. Medical situation of prisoners. Everybody is allowed to... it doesn't scroll well. What a damn shame. Maybe I can sort them like so to get access to all of them. Okay, that's all of them seen to, I believe. And then it's time. Kidney, lung, heart. Lung, heart, kidney. Whoa, 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 slow down there. Heart needs to come last. Let's not forget that. Kidney, lung, liver. Lung, kidney, liver. Lung, kidney, heart. You'd think there'd be a fast way to do this, just have like a button that says organ harvest to death. But if you're not playing as horrible raiding people like this, the downside for harvesting to someone to death is just savage, truly savage. Oh well, somebody else just came in. Was it Ferret? Annoying voice, neurotic, likes plants, likes intellectual. Good at melee? You're a tempting one there. No lasting issues with you. As long as that leg survives. Actually, you're looking pretty bad on that one, aren't you? You know, there's promise for Ferret. There's promise indeed for Ferret. Looks like they don't like sharing these bedrolls for whatever reason. Give some preferential treatment to Ferret. Maybe not that preferential, but... Ideologian forbids this. Forbids what? Sharing a bed? Putting prisoners in the same bed? Well, seems a bit of a shame. Anyway, Ferret. Ferret shows promise. We'll keep them around. But I will give Ferret a good masterwork bedroll, because that'll help them get better. Now, Zilla, once you're done with that, please go and install that. We'll call this Ferret's bed. Ferret looks a bit garbage, because her skills are low, but very neurotic, or rather, neurotic itself is very good. Wait, am I on the right person? Was it Ferret I was really thinking about? Probably. But still, that plants, that shooting and melee, and that intellectual does show a lot of promise. I'll have them fight it out with Hackerman for the right to be on this team. They'll have a fight to the death. Winner can join the team. Loser can join the organ harvesting pile. Or maybe the loser could be slave. I've not been playing around with slaves a lot, and they... What are their genders, by the way? Hackerman is male. Ugh, too many males. I need my people to couple up. Saves me a lot of space. Nah. Winner gets to stay. Loser dies horribly. Still certainly need more bed space around here. Excellent bedroll, still not as excellent as having your own nice double bed, it seems. Ferret needs rescued and tending to. No. She'll be fine. Next, before you do that, go and capture Ferret, please. Put him in his good bed. And that'll... It's actually kind of clean in here. Well, kind of dirty, but kind of clean. Could you fix that, please? Maybe clean up the trash so that operations go a bit more swimmingly here. It's probably going to fill this up with organs, telling me that I need a better organ place. Should make sure that my cleaning zone is still up to date, though. Keep all this clean. All that clean. Soon this is going to need to be kept clean. What is that? A group of Thais people from the Komla Confederation have arrived. Oh, it's a reasonable number of them. 33 of them, in fact. Oy, oy, oh dear. Let's get some numbers on them if we can. Enemies. I have no idea why this doesn't show Idio religion anymore. I'd love to check that. I recognize the name Dicey, if nobody else. So Dicey's decided to join it. Calaw is here? Oh man! Everybody loves Calaw. I gotta bring him back. Even though he's tragically useless for what we have here. Oh, difficult. Lemon difficult. I think those are the two joining in here though. Nimble, tough, bloodlust, likes plants, loves melee. I gotta say, Dicey's a tempting one. You can't not get Calaw. Come on, Jake, says Dark Young. I know. Put me in a tricky situation here. if I check numbers, does it show me the gear they have, or just their equipment? I'd love to see gear. Key trial headers, gender-focused faction equipment. I already see equipment there. Drop all inventory. No, that's not it. And stats isn't there either. Shame, there's some things missing here that I really wish was on. Is the mech quest still active? Well, these guys are... Oh, they'll prepare and then attack. There is something to be said about inviting the mechs to them, but there's nothing saying that the mechs will be en route. If the mechs spawn here, well, that's a problem for me. Speaking of problems for me, is anybody going to go and capture that last guy, Turkey? Pyromaniac that they are. Well, they're not unloaded is part of the problem. Illustrat, just go and... Wait, not unload them. They're going to run away with our tree. Oh well, they're no big deal. These guys would be easy enough to take down with a well-timed anything. As long as they bunch up like that. I mean, oh, that aerodrone strike is still out. Well, I could call in a couple of friends. If they're going to take a little bit of time to deal with that, I can bring in some to deal with them. However, I've got other things to deal with. I've got another stream going on in not very long for now, and I still need to grab dinner. So I am actually going to call it here, and we can have a lovely fight to look forward to. I'll probably pace the floor with these guys, but that's okay. I can just overwrite unnatural selection now. And we will resume with this tomorrow. I'll be back in after dinner, however long that takes. And since I don't think I have much for dinner, I'm going to need to go and find out what that'll be. Because I have a couple of not RimWorld games coming up this evening, so until I'm back with those, it's a very swift cheers and cheerio.